Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into some royal drama that's making waves on both sides of the Atlantic. Grab your favorite beverage and get comfortable because we're about to unpack the controversy surrounding Prince Harry's recent ESPY Award nomination. This story has more layers than a wedding cake, so let's get into it. So, here's the scoop. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, has been nominated for the Pat Tillman Award for service at the upcoming ESPY Awards. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds great. What's the problem? Well, buckle up, because this story has more twists and turns than a season of Game of Thrones. First, let's break down what this award is all about. The Pat Tillman Award for Service is named after Pat Tillman, a former NFL player who left his sports career to join the U.S. Army Rangers after the 9/11 attacks. Tragically, Tillman lost his life in Afghanistan in 2004. The award is meant to honor individuals who embody the spirit of service, sacrifice, and humility that Tillman represented. ESPN, the sports network behind the ESPYs, chose to recognize Prince Harry for his tireless work in making a positive impact for the veteran community through the power of sport. They're specifically highlighting his work with the Invictus Games, an international sporting event for wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women that Harry founded in 2014. Now, on the surface, this seems like a perfect fit, right? Harry served in the British Army for 10 years, including 2 tours in Afghanistan. He's been a vocal advocate for veterans' issues and has poured his heart and soul into the Invictus Games. It's a cause that's deeply personal to him, and one that he's continued to champion even after stepping back from his role as a senior royal. But here's where things get complicated. The nomination has sparked a significant backlash, and reports suggest that Prince Harry is stunned by the negative reaction. Let's break down the controversy and explore why this seemingly positive recognition has turned into such a hot-button issue. First up, we have to talk about the response from Pat Tillman's family. Mary Tillman, Pat's mother, spoke out against the decision to give Harry the award. In an interview with the Daily Mail, she said, "I'm shocked as to why they would select such a controversial and divisive individual to receive the award. Ouch, that's got to hurt, especially coming from the mother of the man the award is named after." Mary Tillman went on to say that there are more fitting recipients working in the veteran community, people who don't have the money, resources, connections, or privilege that Prince Harry has. Her comments highlight a key criticism that's been leveled at Harry, that his privilege and fame overshadow the work of other, less well-known individuals who are also making significant contributions to veterans' causes. This brings us to an important question. Is it fair to dismiss Harry's contributions just because he comes from a position of privilege? After all, he could have chosen to do nothing with his platform, but instead, he's dedicated a significant portion of his life to supporting veterans. It's a complex issue, and there are valid arguments on both sides. Let's dive a bit deeper into Harry's military background and his work with veterans. Harry joined the British Army in 2005 and served for 10 years, rising to the rank of captain. He completed 2 tours in Afghanistan, first as a forward air controller in 2007 to 2008, and then as an Apache helicopter pilot in 2012 to 2013. His time in the military wasn't just a brief stint or a publicity stunt. It was a significant part of his life and identity. After leaving the army, Harry didn't just walk away from the military community. He founded the Invictus Games in 2014, inspired by a similar event in the United States called the Warrior Games. The Invictus Games used the power of sport to inspire recovery, support rehabilitation, and generate a wider understanding and respect for wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women. The first Invictus Games were held in London in 2014, and since then, they've been held in Orlando, Toronto, Sydney, and The Hague. The Games have grown in size and impact, with hundreds of competitors from numerous countries participating. It's a testament to Harry's commitment to the cause and his ability to turn an idea into a global movement. But despite these achievements, the backlash to his ESPY nomination has been intense. Adding fuel to the fire, some royal commentators have weighed in on the controversy. Richard Fitzwilliams, a well-known royal expert, called the situation very, very sad and suggested it's a wasted opportunity. These comments reflect a broader sentiment that the award could have been used to spotlight lesser-known individuals doing important work in the veteran community. Now, let's talk about how this backlash is affecting Prince Harry. Sources close to the Duke have indicated that the reaction certainly took the shine off the award. It's not hard to imagine why. Harry's military service and his work with veterans are deeply important to him. In many ways, the Invictus Games represent one of his proudest achievements. To have this recognition met with such criticism must be disheartening, to say the least. But the controversy doesn't stop there. Some critics have even suggested that Meghan Markle, Harry's wife, may have influenced the decision through her connections. There's speculation that Meghan's friendship with tennis star Serena Williams, who is presenting the award, played a role in Harry's nomination. It's important to note that this is purely speculation and there's no evidence to support these claims. However, it does show how the couple's every move is scrutinized and often viewed through a lens of suspicion. This brings us to a broader issue that Harry and Meghan have faced since stepping back from their roles as senior royals: the challenge of navigating their post-royal life in the public eye. They left the UK seeking more privacy and freedom, but they've found that life in the spotlight follows them wherever they go. Every action, every award, every public appearance is dissected and debated in the media and on social media. It's worth noting that this isn't the first time Harry's efforts with the Invictus Games have been met with mixed reactions. Earlier this year, there was criticism when no members of the British royal family attended the 10th anniversary celebration of the Invictus Games in London. A former royal staffer told the Daily Beast that King Charles had made it clear he was ready to support Harry as a private person, as his dad, but not to throw the weight of the institution behind Invictus again. This highlights the complex relationship Harry now has with the institution he was born into. He's no longer a working royal, but he's still very much in the public eye, still connected to causes he championed as a royal, and still navigating the expectations and scrutiny that come with his background. Let's take a moment to consider the broader context of Harry and Meghan's life in America. Since their move to California in 2020, they've been trying to establish themselves as independent public figures, separate from the royal family. They've signed deals with Netflix and Spotify, launched their non-profit organization Archivo, and have been involved in various charitable causes. However, their journey hasn't been without its challenges. They've faced criticism for everything from their use of private jets while advocating for environmental causes, to the timing and content of their Netflix documentary series. The couple has also been open about their struggles with mental health and the pressures of royal life, most notably in their explosive interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021. The backlash to the ESPY nomination is just the latest in a series of controversies that have followed Harry and Meghan since their move to the US. It raises questions about how they can effectively use their platform and influence without inviting criticism or accusations of leveraging their royal connections. So, what does all of this mean for Harry and Meghan's American dream? Well, it's complicated. They're facing challenges on multiple fronts, from strained relationships with family and old friends to professional setbacks and intense public scrutiny. The backlash to this award nomination is just the latest in a series of hurdles they've faced since moving to the United States. But it's not all doom and gloom. Despite the controversy, Harry is still expected to attend the ESPY Awards ceremony on July 11th to receive the award. This shows a certain resilience and commitment to his cause, even in the face of criticism. It's also worth noting that while there has been backlash, Harry still has many supporters who believe in his work and his dedication to veterans' causes. Looking ahead, there are still many questions about Harry and Meghan's future in America. Will they be able to build the kind of success and influence they're hoping for? Will Harry ever fully reconcile with his family and old friends? And perhaps most importantly, will they find the happiness and freedom they were seeking when they made the bold decision to leave royal life behind? one thing's for sure, their journey is far from over. They're still young, they have resources at their disposal, and they clearly have the determination to keep pushing forward despite the challenges they face. The controversy over this award nomination is just one chapter in their ongoing story. It's also worth considering the broader implications of this controversy. What does it say about how we view public figures and their charitable efforts? Is there a point where a person's fame or privilege overshadows their genuine efforts to make a difference? And how do we balance recognizing high-profile individuals who bring attention to causes with honoring those who work tirelessly behind the scenes? These are complex questions without easy answers. They touch on issues of privilege, celebrity culture, and the nature of public service. In many ways, the controversy surrounding Harry's nomination is a microcosm of larger debates happening in our society. As we continue to follow this story, it'll be interesting to see how Harry addresses the controversy at the awards ceremony, if at all. Will he use his acceptance speech to address his critics, or will he focus solely on the importance of supporting veterans? His response could provide valuable insight into how he's navigating his new role and identity post-royal life. It's also worth keeping an eye on how this controversy might impact Harry and Meghan's future endeavors. Will they become more cautious about accepting awards or recognition? Or will they double down on their commitment to their chosen causes, regardless of potential backlash? As we wrap up this deep dive, let's recap the key points of this story. Prince Harry has been nominated for the Pat Tillman Award for service at the ESPY Awards. The nomination has faced significant backlash, including criticism from Pat Tillman's mother. Critics argue that there are more deserving recipients who lack Harry's resources and privilege. Harry is reportedly stunned by the negative reaction to the nomination. The controversy highlights the ongoing challenges Harry and Meghan face in their post-royal life. This situation raises broader questions about celebrity, privilege, and public service. So, what do you think about all this? Is the backlash to Harry's nomination justified, or is it an overreaction? Should his privilege and fame disqualify him from recognition for his work with veterans, or should we focus on the impact he's making regardless of his background? And what do you think this means for Harry and Meghan's future in America? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is a complex issue with no easy answers, and I'd love to hear your perspective. Your comments often bring new insights and angles to these discussions that I hadn't considered, so don't be shy. As we continue to follow Harry and Meghan's journey, one thing is clear: their story is far from over. Whether you're a fan or a critic, there's no denying that they continue to be one of the most fascinating and controversial couples in the public eye. Their every move is scrutinized, debated, and dissected, and this latest controversy is just another chapter in their ongoing saga. That's all for today's deep dive into the world of royal controversy. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the latest royal news and drama. And hey, if you enjoyed this longer, more in-depth format, let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for ways to improve the content and give you all what you want to see. Until next time, keep it royal, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.